Friends, enemies, and those still under review, welcome back. This is Jay. So Liz goes to war, kind of, sort of, sets up for it. But first, we have to say Grandpa Will's backstory has finally been explained. He is the uncle of Duke, as we kind of figured out. Now, what happened was he is the person who used a too powerful of a spell, which almost destroyed the manor castle, whatever they lived in, almost froze it over, and he lost his ability to do magic, therefore losing his right to be king. So his little brother took over instead. And so he just fell into an advisory role because he was still a really smart guy, and he had 3 friends who helped him. Well, eventually he suggested that rulership of the kingdom be split among the 5 major families. And his brother didn't like this. He sided with his mom because they had different moms. And apparently the queen or whatever her technical dowry queen, I think would be technically what she's called, appears to have set up and framed Will to have attempted to kill his brother, which Will straight up denies, and was exiled to that town after getting his eyes destroyed. Now, he's officially listed as missing, not a criminal. So technically he's there not even as a criminal. So if he were to get out, they couldn't really arrest him or anything. And I'm assuming the queen's dead by this point. I don't know. So he has decided he is going to move forward and he is going to try and deal with his brother. Now, on to what y'all are actually here for. We see the same old story happen again. Some of Liz's friends try to frame Alcia, and this time they don't even have a recording device. They just talk to her in front of the gate, pretend they're on Liz's side, and try to get Liz to say things that are highly offensive. And obviously, Alcia doesn't fall for this. So instead she gets pulled into a conversation with Liz and all the other harem guys, and they're like, oh, she said she's just a horrible failure of a noble, and Alcia had actually said the opposite. She's like, no, she's here by her own merits, and commoners are exceptional. Commoners are just fine. And Liz actually believes Alcia because she's seen this over and over again where people try to frame her, and she's like, no, I believe you, Alcia. But thankfully, or whatever, the little blonde noble boy who's supposed to be in her reverse harem, whatever you want to call it, steps up and says, no, I was there for the event. Those girls are lying. This is not up for debate. They're lying. They were trying to set her up. And that would have been fine and all, but Alcia decides to be the villainess and refer to those 3 girls as trash, which actually for the first time we see Liz actually lose her cool, straight lose her cool, and tries to defend them. Alcia continues to poke the bear. The conversation ends after Alcia leaves with Liz saying the phrase, actually, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and pull it up. I can. I actually have the video already set up. Because there is a bit to this scene that's kind of important. All right, let's see. Here we go. Are y'all seeing the correct stuff? No audio. So Liz is trying to protect the girls. And apparently there was this wild wolf thing, which I'll explain that in a second. So here's her walking away. And Duke, of course, coming to her defense like usual. Now, here's the important part. Now, she officially does not say friends. Now, this is very important. This is another one of her aura things going on. You actually see them lose their consciousness effectively and are being hypnotized. And turning on commoners, which is weird because Liz is a commoner. And then I'm putting my trust in Liz the Saint. So it's exactly she has the ability to not just influence, but straight hypnotize people. And I still think she's doing it subconsciously. I don't think she's doing it intentionally. I still think it's a side effect of her being born the Saint. And then the last part of it is they basically start, because the wolf is not supposed to be from this kingdom. It's not from the region. It's from a different kingdom. So Alcia is suspecting that another nation is trying to test what the Saint is capable of for whatever reason. And Duke is trying to pull her out of this. He teleports her to his hidden study somewhere in the school and basically tries to get her to stop. He does the whole hand against the wall thing and just basically does a bit of the usual anime seduction thing. And Alcia headbutts him, says, I will not give up my freedom. And he says something along the lines of, you will not be a bird in the cage. You keep finding new ways for me to fall in love with you, or something like that. Um, so overall, this episode is a good episode. It has a lot that happens, and it's setting up for the final confrontation of the last 2 episodes. Because I'm assuming this goes to 12 episodes. I could probably look up how many there are. I haven't, though. All right. So if you're here for just that part, like, subscribe, share. See you on the next one.